going through and doing the painstaking work of sifting compost by hand. This sounds stupid, but let me explain. I need to move this compost. This here is finished compost. It's been hot composted. I don't know that the stuff way down at this end hit 160, but it got plenty hot. But what I'm basically doing, I'm pulling out the stuff that has not really been composted very well and grabbing the rest and taking it to the garden. But most importantly is that I am going through and collecting worms while I do it. That's what this video is about, actually. Probably at the start of the summer. I'll have to look to see the timing, but I'm not totally sure. I decided that this was a good way to start getting worms into my system. I've been working with chickens for quite a while now and trying to get worms into the chicken compost system, but I've found that you really need a huge population of worms before you put them in there, because the chickens just eat them so fast. So what I did, right down at this end, I just put some of these leaves that I have sitting here. I collect leaves from people nearby and one or two commercial leaf collectors, and they dump them here. And so I took some of these leaves that are kind of half leaf mold, half fresh leaves, and put them right on that end, and then just stuck the worms for my indoor worm bin inside of that, so they'd have like a place to just rest and chill out. And then to the left of it, I started doing some hot compost. I mixed leaves, wood chips, and I collect food scraps from a Mexican restaurant and a coffee shop, and so I started mixing those together. But right next to it, I just kind of mixed them together once and left them, and did that probably up to about here, so that there would just be a place for the worms to move in and eat the microbes that formed on that stuff without disturbing them too much. And then I gradually started doing more active hot composting this way. And I mean, beyond about here, I mixed it every few days. So, I mean, you can see it turned into really good stuff. But as I've mixed it, I've kind of been discouraged about the worm population, because a big part of what I was doing here was trying to breed a huge worm population, and I just couldn't find them. But I finally got into a spot where I have quite a bit of them, and I'm putting them in this bucket, and I'm going to take them to some protected compost piles in the in the chicken yard. I have a greenhouse there where I do composting, and it stays warm, so I'm moving these and hopefully can keep them alive over winter. Hopefully, just as it is, I'll keep them alive, because, I mean, that compost down at that end is close to 160 degrees, and I plan to keep it active all winter, but I'm just kind of hedging my bets with this. Putting some in the chicken yard, hoping that they survive in protected bins in there, and also survive the cold that way. I should add, it's a very rewarding task, even though it sounds kind of idiotic. It's just nice to see that goal of breeding worms achieved, and to see just how many there actually are. I mean, I have a small bin in the house that's full with quite a lot of worms, but it's good to see that this was a good plan, actually, to breed worms this way. I mean, this is clearly a lot more worms than I started with. Let's just hope I can keep them going until next year. If I can do the same thing next year, if I can keep most of them alive in this pile, and then next year continue, then I should have a lot of worms finally. So, well, that's all. Take care. Hope your worm farming is going well also.